All right. I already jumped in. I've started writing a little bit today. I've got about 500 words left in this novella, and I'm done. Okay. There's Tom Duffy. 500 words left in this zombie novella. And I've read your chapter in our new book. So I just need to come up with some ideas. There's Mr. Frank. .400 words left in this novella. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll take some of my... Ooh, not that many. Some of my old man pills. Some potassium, some B12, some D3. I believe that was the band that Eminem was in. No, that was D12. Magnesium. Or as I like to call it, my old friend Magnesium. Some Indian chili, quite frankly, and the Dirty Jers. Get it? Frankly? Your name is Frank. As when I started this 5 minutes ago, it was 88 degrees. Now it is 90 degrees. It's supposed to go up to about 180,000 degrees today here in Florida. Not good. I would like windy and chilly. The guy came to spray the lawn today, and my wife had taken her aunt to the doctor's this morning, so she left the dog home, which is fine. Dog just lays down and sleeps. The cats sleep. Everybody's sleeping. So the guy who sprays the lawn, he always has to knock on the door. Rings the doorbell. Ding, 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 bang, 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 bangs on the door. Because he knows I'm home. So Alice loses her shit, barking and barking and barking. I'm like, shut up. Open the door crack. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm here to spray. I'm like, all right, you don't have to let me know. I'll see you out there. Close the door. Sit back down. 3 minutes later, bang, 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 on the door again. Yeah, he's like, can you come out here? Motherfucker. I'm in my socks. Not just socks, but you know what I mean. I'll go outside. He takes me around the way. So now the asshole next door has been out there watering his lawn all morning, even though it's like 80-something degrees out. What are you watering your lawn? I hope all your grass burns. Anyway, so my socks are just soaking wet. For him to show me that in the window, the baseball card room, the screen was always loose, because when my son lived with us, he would pop the screen out and jump out the window all the time. We've all done it. So the screen never fit back right. There was a little gap, which is fine because we hardly ever opened that window. However, between the closed window and the screen, about, I think it was like 8 or 9 wasp nests inside. Like just a shitload of them. And there's like maybe 50 wasps in there. So he starts pulling at the screen. I'm like, well, what are you doing? So, well, you got to kill these. I said, well, I don't have any spray. And if I get stung, you're taking me to the hospital because I am allergic. So please stop doing that. I'll get spray. Just leave it alone. I wanted to say, you're here to take care of the fucking lawn. There's weeds. Kill the weeds, not the wasps. So I go back inside. Now I got to change my socks. Message my wife, hey, we need wasp spray on your way home. Just all it, just a nightmare. All of it, just a nightmare. This is how hard my life is. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to write a shitty zombie book. Leave me alone. Let me just write. I could have finished this yesterday. I wrote a lot in the morning. I wrote like almost 1,200 words on it in the morning, and I knew I was like, I got about 800 words left. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to play my baseball game for a little bit. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play Minecraft for a little bit. And I'm like, you know what? It's late. Let me make some dinner. There's Nick's in. Let me make some dinner. Last night I was like, I have the soft shells. I'm like, so I can do some kind of quesadilla or something. Like, oh, I got a sausage. All right, so I cut up the sausage. Then I'm like, what can I add to this sausage? Oh, I'll add a can of mushrooms. Oh, I'll add frozen onions and green and red peppers to this. Yeah, speaking of shifty zombies is right. Then I mixed all that up and I cooked it. I'm like, what else? Oh, I cracked 3 eggs in it. Scrambled them eggs up in there. And then I took 4 of the things and I put cheese right down the center of all 4. Put all the scoop of all the stuff and rolled them into burritos. The soft shell crab's delicious. And I had 4 sausage breakfast burritos for dinner last night. Pretty damn good. My wife had bought me sausage patties, but I'm not using the sausage patties because they're the nice big ones. It's like a 6-pack, because she also bought me bagels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sausage patties and egg on a bagel sandwiches at some point. I know tomorrow Amanda and Tom are supposed to come over. We're going to get some writing done. That's why I want to get this book finished and done. And then this afternoon I'm going to write my chapter, which will be chapter 4 of this thing me and Tom are writing, and throw it back at him. That way he can get to it tomorrow while he's here. Soft shell crabs and cheese. I mean, you put cheese on everything, really. And then I got Down and Dirty I got to get back to. I'm at, where am I at? About 45,000 words, so I'm like 18,000 words left. Probably 13, 12 chapters or so. Somewhere in that range. So I'll be playing with that. So I'm getting shit done, which is nice. I'm back. My average is back up. Yesterday, my wife was gone from like 11 in the morning till like almost 10 o'clock last night. So I did get a lot of writing in, which I'm fine with. Saturday, I got about 1,000 words done on this as well. Almost a chapter of this done. We went and saw I was like, you know what? This is like our only... Because one day a weekend she always goes and sees her mom. And that's like a whole day. I know I'm lunch and dinner, I'm on my own. And so we had Saturday, a rare day. We were both home. We had nothing to do. And she's like, let's do something. And I said, dinner and a movie? Because the last movie we saw was John Wick 4, I believe. And how many years ago was that? Let me look that up. Johnny Wick. Chapter 4. 2023. So not as long ago as I thought, but still 2 years. And so I was like, well, let's see if there's a movie that we even like. So then we went through the 10 movies that were playing at the theater in Yulee. And she's like, oh, do you want to see the Minecraft movie? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, when that comes on Netflix or something, I'll watch it then. And all the other movies, like, oh, horror movie, garbage. I don't know what that is. Oh, I hate that person. We always Netflix and chill. So it was just like, let's actually leave the house. Let's go do something. And then she was like, oh, The Accountant 2. I'm like, you know what? I like the first one. It was like 8 years ago. I'm like, I like those two. Let's go. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go see that. So we went and saw that, and there was like 10 people in the whole theater. We went to the 3:15 matinee with all the other old people. 2-hour movie. If you would like my review of it, go to my YouTube channel, Armand's Opinion, The Accountant 2. John Wick 4 is no Pluto Nash 1, or Pluto Nash 4. And then after that, then we were like, okay, let's go to dinner, but it's like not even 6 o'clock. Like, oh, let's go over to Aldi's. There's Aldi's is right there. No, I think we did Aldi's afterwards. We did something else. We did we took a ride or something. I don't know. Then we ended up going to Olive Cove, which is an Italian restaurant, like half a mile away from the movie theater. Although my wife says theater, because she's a true Southerner. And then we crap all on my clothes. I had the chicken parm. It was delicious. They gave us a lot of bread. The waitress, very, very nice. She had facial tattoos, which was not nice. But she was big bottomed, which I love, in stretchy pants. And my wife had the lasagna. Olive Cove, the little brother. Oh, yeah, no. This is actual Italian food. Then the table next to us, the hipster family, and the guy's like, I'll have the manicotti. Aldi twice this weekend. I didn't know you were a big Aldi fan. We're not really, because here's the problem with Aldi. You like something there, and then you go back in 2 weeks, and they will never have it again. So afterwards, we're like, we just want to go home. I think we did Aldi before. I think we did between, then we went to dinner. And then we just wandered around Aldi's and looked. We didn't buy anything. We just looked at stuff because you just never know what they're stocking at the moment. And there was a couple things. I was like, that might be it, but I'm not standing. I'm not standing in that long line. She's like, there's 2 people in line. I'm like, exactly. I am not getting third in line. I don't think so. So now a lot of the Winn-Dixies are being converted to Aldi's down here. But ours will not be. We'll still have the Winn-Dixie because there's an Aldi's like 2 miles up the road. But my mother loves Aldi's. That's the fun of it. It's fun if you're going in there and you're not looking for anything. Like you don't have a shopping list. Then you're like, it's kind of like, let's go to the flea market, So you wander around Aldi's and you're like, oh, that's cool. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize I needed this. So let's buy this. Not, hey, can you pick up, I don't know, a pound of chicken tenderloins and grated cheese? Oh yeah, they don't have that this week. They do have one of those little hibachis though that you can tailgate with. They have a lot of lawn ornaments. So that was pretty much. It was a fun little walk through. Everything in there is Winn. Yeah. So I was like, oh, let's get Oreos. Oh no, wait, these aren't Oreos. These are double stuff with 1 F. They have way more regular items than random stock. Every time I've been in that one, like aisles are completely moved around and changed. It was the same thing when I went to the one in Daytona. We found this years ago, maybe 2 years, 3 years ago. My wife found this shrimp, frozen shrimp, in whatever, and they were fucking delicious. She bought a box of it. I loved it. Get me 10 more of these. 3 days later, she goes, they're gone. Tag's gone. It's just completely gone. That waitress she was double stuff, yeah. Yeah, double stuff with 1 F. They always have locks, but they're also always wiped out of locks. I don't need locks. I'm not a lockser. They have way too much hummus. The section of hummus is just way too big. Although I guess in that area they probably do quite well selling hummus. I'm not sure of the locks. I'm going to have to ask somebody next time I go in. We prefer to order our food for somebody else to do the work and pick it up and charge extra, either at Publix, so I can get my pork roll, or Walmart, so my wife can get all of our medications. Then they just deliver it to the friggin' house. Boom. That way something she doesn't have to do. And it's something that I don't want to do. Make your own hummus, yeah. Yeah. I don't like hummus. It's a taste and a texture thing. A lot of stuff is like, it's alright. Like mashed potatoes are alright, but I don't like the texture of mashed potatoes. Even if you make lumpy mashed potatoes, I'm still not a huge fan of it. Like peanut butter. Even chunky peanut butter, just not a fan of it. We've gone through all my craziness before. You don't like hummus and you're bothered by all the hummus that you're not going to eat at Aldi? Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my mind. They had some odd pizzas. I was like, you know what? I might try a couple of these. I mean, not to stand in line. I mean, there's 2 people in line already. And I think that we went before dinner. I don't even remember now. Oh, goodness. I don't know if the cats are chasing each other around or if Maisie's fucking with the dog. No, and there will be no hummus at MondoCon this year. They yell at you if you try to take the cart by the register. I went in there with Tom one time, and he just grabbed a couple of items. You know, so he didn't get a carriage, and then he goes up there and he puts it up, and then the lady swung the cart around and started putting his bags in the cart, and I could see how like Tom was confused. But then she realized, wait a minute, you didn't come in with a cart. You're not stealing this cart. This is somebody else's 25 cents. And then she handed him all the bags from the cart. Nick Zan, I ate one of the crazy cereals you were asking about. How crazy were they? We all want to know. Or are you going to shoot a YouTube video about it? I need to hit 10,000. I'm at 97.33, so I'm almost there. There's Peter Marsh. Yo, TikTok. I'm so... TikTok is like, it's showing my coffee post to like 10 people now. I basically put it up there at this point because then I can drop it immediately to Facebook. That might be the only reason I'm even doing it. Because I got to share it to Reels too, or Shorts or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what it is. So before I'm out of here, well, we're halfway there exactly. So obviously before I end this, I have to write less than 300 words. And then this zombie novella will be done. I believe this will be an October release from Evil Cookie Publishing. So I'm writing a specific zombie. We all have a K-Trap Jones gave us some guidelines of how this needed to be. It's not just a zombie story. There's specific tropes and things we need to use. I am doing North Florida, set in Jacksonville. K-Trap Jones is writing one set in Tampa. Kenzie Jennings is writing one set in Orlando. And Lucas Milliron is writing one set in Miami. I believe all three of theirs are done already. So I just need to knock this off. I should have knocked this off yesterday, but I was like, man, I'm fine. You got this. Thank you, Peter, for the kind, generous, positive words. John Bon Jovi popped up at Max's in Long Branch. Really? Max's, the last time I went to Max's, I was not impressed. They got a little too fancy for my tastes. Like, I just want a fucking hot dog. That's why I only go to the Windmill down there. Or Ratud, obviously. You just popped in to get a hot dog, or was he shooting a new video? He's doing an In and Out of Love Part 2. They won't let him in Seaside anymore. Miller on. Lucas Miller on. Yes. Lucas Mill Iron. Stop. Did you miss the next page part? Yeah, you missed one, but I just literally just hit one right now. Literally right now. Literally right now. Friend kids, I had to explain to them that Daredevil and the Ninja Turtles have the same origin story. why are you even bothering? Next page, Nick Zinn. Next page, Peter Marsh. Thank you, thank you. I'm at 98.92. I need 108 words to finish this damn thing. No, thank you. I'm going down to my my mother's on Saturday, Peter, to grab more cards. Dude, that's nothing. Just describe a sandwich. Done. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go look through the garage again and pull some stuff. So I might pull some non-sports stuff if I can find any more. So I will let you know if you're interested. If you're not interested, I'm not going to bother. But if you're interested in seeing what I have, let me know. All right, cool. I got a guy who's interested in just buying like 5,000 count boxes of baseball cards for like dirt cheap, and I'm like, it's easier than shipping them. That shipping that stuff's like $40 a box. No thanks. What is that cat wearing on your shirt? It's Hug Life. It said Thug Life, but he's got the bandana on. He's a cool gangbanger cat. I don't know. I got this shirt before I even had cats. That's the insanity of this. Ah! 10,017 words. Amazing. Story done. Done. That is awesome. You ain't lying. You ain't whistling Dixie. I don't think we're allowed to say that anymore, are we? We're probably not allowed to say that. And I'm going to jump over here. Jump to 38 of Down and Dirty 5. I'm going to play with this. This might be the first time I'm here when you did that. Yeah, probably. You haven't finished a ton of things on here lately. Finished a few poops on. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know if you were here last week. It's at one of the at one point I think I went twice during the hour. Who hasn't? Exactly. So it just looks like the cats are fucking around with each other. Yeah, premium subscribers is right. You've been here long enough. I also want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe. And also to follow me on YouTube. I am slowly, very slowly building up the YouTube. I posted every day I post a new coffee of the day video in the morning. And I did, I'm starting to do some reviews. At some point I'll be doing some interviews. Not sure when. Trying not to let it get in my way of doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to just take over. That's why I stopped doing podcasts. Because I didn't want that to be that be all end all shit you gotta do, you know, every freaking day. I'm gonna have a Hershey's Kiss. Here's the problem now. I just finished something, right? And what I want to do is just go, all right, I'm done. I'm done writing for the day. I finished something. I need a just wipe the brain. You know what I'm saying? Let's go read something. But I can't. I want to keep this going. What would you go read? Oh, probably a book. As Frank says, my new podcast, Interviews with Shitty Authors, starts soon. Contact me if you like. Oh, I would love to be your first guest on that. I'm currently reading something. I've been reading something on Kindle. I believe it's probably just an anthology. I believe it's a horror anthology, but I don't remember which one it is. I do know that tomorrow the new Dean Koontz book comes out. So I'll probably finish whatever I'm reading now because I believe it's a Kindle Unlimited book. So then I open up a spot for the next Dean Koontz book to be downloaded tomorrow. Which would be nice. Time for you to go down to St. Augustine for buried treasure. Yeah. It's 92 degrees right now. It's probably 110 in St. Augustine. That's why I subscribe to Sharp Wit. Exactly, Peter. Sharp Wit. I'm sorry you don't qualify. It's pretty exclusive to get on. I got to be even shittier than I am now. Ugh. Your podcast is really, really awesome. What is the deal with Dean Koontz? That was my Seinfeld. What do you mean, what's the deal? Is it a bunch of... No, it is literally Dean Koontz. The fucking guy just writes and writes and writes. Has that weird hair. He pops out books left and right. Well, he's popping out like 3 or 4 books a year. But a lot of the stuff he's written over the last few years, I just watched an interview with him not too long ago. He's had a lot of books ideas started. So he'll finish something, and then he'll go through, and he might have. It's not even like outlines; it's just ideas, or he's starting. He just started a bunch of different books at various points before he got the Amazon deal. So he's got like a dozen books that he just needs to finish. Some of them are like halfway done, but and again, the dude writes a lot. His editing is crazy. I saw an interview, a different interview. Excuse me. Pizza rolls for lunch, burping those up. Where he said he writes the first chapter. Then he edits that chapter. He goes through. Then he writes the second chapter. Then he edits the first and second chapter. Then he writes the third chapter and he edits the first, second, third. So he does that. Say he does 50 chapters. He's edited that first chapter 50 times. The second one 49 times. 40, So he's constantly going back through the book. And every day he's adding a new chapter. So you get to a point where you're just reading, 50, 75,000 words. Going through it again. So by the time he gets to the end, the only thing that really needs work is like that last 3-4 chapters. That's what he has an editor for. And he will finish a book, he'll finish that first draft, which has been, some chapters have been first drafted 50 times or more. And then he will immediately move on to the next thing to write. Like he takes the rest of that day off, boom, book's done, here you go, and then he goes to the next thing. He just starts writing that first chapter of the next book. And then he'll do edits. The edits will come back. He agrees or disagrees with them. And that's it. That's the way for him to do it. He does have that weird hair. Yeah, his hair is really... It's like a giant mushroom on his head. I don't know, Dean, what you're doing there. I don't think I have seen an actual interview with him whenever you go to a bookstore around here, the horror shelf is 70% King Koontz, 30% everyone else. Yeah, that's pretty much anywhere. Time for Armand to try the Koontz way. No, the Armand way is just write one draft of it and then you hand it to beta readers and an editor and you let them worry about all that other crap. The Kuntzo method. I think I would be bored if I had to read the first chapter 50 times. Like, how much editing can you possibly do? I can't imagine he's, like, rewriting anything. You know what I mean? But I heard a noise. He did. He's done. He's done a lot more interviews since he signed with Amazon a few years ago. I think that was part of the deal. He has to. So he's like on Good Morning America, and he does stuff like that. Although he's done some podcasts. That's my inspiration, my favorite author. Or have Tom do it that way over your work. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Will he be on Teen Verse? Perhaps, who knows? Who can say? I just read a thing. I tagged Tom in it online that Don Winslow, who retired from writing books, apparently wrote 6 novellas, or is in the process of writing 6 novellas, and he's going to be putting out another release. And now he's kind of like, I don't know if I'm retired. Maybe I'll keep writing. I don't know. I just keep getting ideas, so maybe I'll keep putting books out. You alright? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. That's like Kiss retiring or Ozzy in the 90s, or Scorpions, or Motley Crue, or literally every band in the world. You know when people retire? When they die. I saw a TikTok that said Ozzy was dead the other day. I had to check. I'm not dead yet. Who knows? By the time that concert comes around, he might be dead. Cyndi Lauper is on her final tour. So is The Who. Fucking guys are like 80 years old. Who's going to see The Who in concert? You know what I'm saying? You didn't answer my question on what is your favorite Dean Koontz book. Oh, because Nick started talking. Nick interrupted. That's hard because I've read almost all of them, including his 1969 science fiction books. All the stuff in the 80s I loved. And I loved that all the stuff he wrote as Leigh Nichols and all the other pen names, all the action adventure books he wrote, all the sci-fi books he wrote, all those. Once he became a big name in the 80s, then they started re-releasing those books, edited another time. Some great stuff. For me, at 12 or 13 years old, Phantoms came out, and I loved that book. Wasn't the first Dean Koontz book I ever read, but it was the one that stuck with me. I've never seen the movie. I don't want to see the movie. I've never seen a Dean Koontz adapted movie that was good. And so, like that was, but the last few that he's put out over the last, say, 3-4 years, phenomenal. Really, really good stuff. He's got some really great characters. Next to that, you do that. Next interruption, Nick. Next interruption. Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms. Servants of Twilight was my first Koontz. That's a good book. That's a good one. Affleck was great in The Accountant too. We saw this weekend. I like him. I hope they make a third one, but they don't wait 8 years to do it. The problem, once you get an author who has like 50 books or so, is that people just start throwing out titles, and you're like, I don't. Which one is that? Yeah, I figured that you were doing the Kevin Smith thing there. Yeah. Hmm. 93 degrees out now. So it went from 88 to 93 in 50 some odd minutes. Have you read Lightning? I've read everything. I've read everything into the 90s, into the mid 90s. I've read all of them. There are like say 4 or 5 books that I have not read by him. The problem is again, you have so many books and you have titles like Lightning, and you're like, well, which one was that? You know, you got to look at it and see if, and read it and hope it gives enough information that I've read it or not. But in 2001, when I moved to Florida, I had like 40 something of his paperbacks, and I gave them all away. I was like, I don't want to carry all these. I've read all of them already. I don't need to be bringing all of these everywhere I go. Every time I move, they're in a box. Then they get put on a shelf, you know? Okay, Crazy Soviet is also on YouTube. Perfect. Nick doesn't want the Chinese to steal his treasure hunting data. No, he does not. So, and again, since he's been on Amazon, I believe Ricochet was the short story that he dropped on there first. I've read everything as soon as they've come out. They're all in Kindle Unlimited. I've read them. I've loved them. It's become a part of me. Yeah, who wants you to steal your treasure? I know I sure don't. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow I will not be on because Amanda and Tom should be here. Wednesday I will be on. Wednesday I will be on. Thursday I'm being interviewed on a podcast. I got like 3 podcasts coming up, interviews for, which will be nice. I think it'd be nice. What do you think? Do you think? I don't know. Who knows? You should be on because they're there. Yeah. What podcast? Something Kraken on Thursday. And then I don't know whatever the other guy's name is. I've been on his podcast before. Pantalario or some shit. I don't know. Setting that up, and then I'm gonna be on a I think in like 3 weeks there's a baseball podcast. I'm gonna be talking about my baseball book. I don't know. I know the something Kraken is coming up on Thursday. I don't think it's live though. I think they just record. When you do interviews, Peter, what do you use to do the interview? Do you use Zoom or one of the other ones? I know Skype is gone. StreamYard. Is that free, or are you doing the paying one? I think the free one you get like 40 minutes or something. $45 a month. Fuck that. Bracken and Kraken show. Yeah. That's, you know the one. Yeah. $45 a month? How the hell are you paying that? Fuck that. I'm just going to do short. I'm going to do like 20, 30-minute interviews. I'm just going to use the free model on that, I guess. I was like, all the time, I'm like, oh, use Skype. I've used Skype for 10 years. And then I'm like, oh, Skype, I guess, is gone. The marsh file. The marsh pit. I was on Peter's podcast. Everybody should go on and watch it. I talk about all these sons of bitches. I know I should just do Skype for less than an hour. There is no more Skype. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, Skype is gone. It's changed to some... It ended in March. They changed it to Google something or other, and it seems very... from what I'm reading, it's very annoying and sophisticated. Yeah, oh, word is right. Word to your mother. Skype is done. Fini. I don't know what that means. Yeah. So it's something else now. But everything I read, they don't think about the children. Everything I've read is it's not nearly as good. And I don't think you can... I think like Skype is like gone where you can't even bring all your contacts over. So it's just completely starting again. Man, I love Skype. I did Skype for a long time. The recorder thing I had would sync perfectly with Skype, kind of perfectly with Skype. Please don't tell me AOL is done, Frank. Please don't tell me that. Yeah, growing up in a Skypeless world. Someday your children, Nick, will be like, Daddy, tell us about Skype. Yeah, forget about shoving Two Guys. Man, I love Two Guys. I love Two Guys. I was so upset when it became Bradley's in Middletown. Like, no, we want two guys. Just really sad. Really just sad. Thanks for getting me now all sad, Mr. Frank. Anyway, I'll have to check out StreamYard, Yardstream, whatever the hell the name of it is. You know what we had after dinner and a movie Saturday night? We went to Cold Stone's for expensive, overpriced ice cream, and you know what I got? Which I hadn't had in a long time? Mint chocolate chip ice cream in a cone. I'm like, it's got to be the green shit though. I don't want white ice cream. That's not mint. Yeah, anytime. It was delicious. I haven't had chocolate chip mint ice cream or mint chocolate chip, however you want to say it, in a dog's age, whatever that means. It was good, but it's even better just buying the gallon of it, right? Just buying a gallon of it and just throwing a shitload of Hershey syrup on top. And eating it right out of the container. I'm going to write that down. Mint chocolate chip. Ice cream. I have a running list of food to order. Some things I don't ever cross out, like lobster ravioli. You keep that shit right. You keep that on that list. My wife bought one and it was not all that great. But then the next one was really good. Put it in the air fryer. No, but you know what's really good? Pierogies in the air fryer. I'm sure it's sacrilegious if you're Polish, but pierogies in the air fryer, and then I'd take a bite out of it, and then I would fill inside that little space with peach salsa. Yeah, I eat salsa with my pierogies. Mint chocolate used to be my favorite ice cream flavor before Ben and Jerry came along. Which Ben and Jerry's is your favorite, though? You can't say all Ben and Jerry's. Fuck, man, I could go for some pierogies. You did spell that way, way wrong. But I know what you meant. Yeah, we always have to have a couple boxes of pierogies. In fact, when we went to Aldi's, wandered around, they had a bag of like 80 pierogies. The bag was like this freaking big. I'm like, are we in Costco? We in Sam's Club or something? Why is this pierogi bag so big? We didn't buy it though. I think I still have a box. I might probably have it for not lunch tomorrow because Tom and Amanda will be here. Probably Wednesday. I have a Polish deli nearby with pierogies. That's the best, to get them at the deli. And I'm sure they have all different kinds of stuffing. My wife's always like, which ones you want? I'm like, just get me, it doesn't matter. Get me a box of the onion and cheddar and a box of the triple cheddar or something. Doesn't matter. Oh, they got cheddar. It doesn't matter. Buy them. Pierogies are delicious. Every now and then, my mom, they would be on sale. My mom would buy pierogies, and then she would boil some water, throw them in there for like 4 or 5 minutes, whatever it is. And then she would put them oil in a skillet, and she would brown them. So it was a two-step process. Now I could just throw them in the damn air fryer and do it. Delicious. Which food is my favorite, followed closely by half bake? Wish food. Okay. You didn't spell that wrong, I guess. I like their Ben and Jerry's. If I got it, like, hey, we're gonna go for like just a little pint of ice cream. I always do Ben and Jerry's, but I always do the, what is it, like New York chocolate double fudge or something? It's like just so much different, various chocolates in it. That's my favorite. That's my go-to. Wish you had fish. You know who's not going to buy a book from Frank Edler? Guy in a fish shirt. Alright, I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe. And also, please follow me on YouTube and let all your friends and family know that I really need some help on YouTube. Not only with watching all of my videos, but also with subscribing. So the autocorrected fish, not a real word, to wish, also not a real. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, wish food. I'm like, well, maybe that's the name of it. Maybe like they couldn't use fish for something. I was very confused, but thanks for clearing that up. All right, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday. You have a phenomenal Monday and Tuesday without me.